Good day, grade 8. Today I'm going to do the first poem for term 2 with you. If you have your textbook with, it is on page 99, activity 5. It is a poem by Jenny Joseph and the title is Warning. I'm going to recite the poem with you and then I will discuss the notes as well. Okay, when I am an old woman, I shall wear purple with a red hat which doesn't go and doesn't suit me, and I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and save with no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I am tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick the flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and pickle for a week, and hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry, and pay our rent and not swear in the street, and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little now, so people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple. Okay, if we go on to the next phase, you'll see I've indicated all your stanzas and lines for you. I've underlined the word purple in line 1 as well as red hat line 2. This refers to the Red Hat Society. It is an international social organization that was founded in 1998 in the United States for women aged 50 and beyond. So all retired old women, they retire at the age of 50 and then they go to this Red Hat Society. Okay, then I've indicated sobriety. It means being in the state of soberness. So the lady says, and make up for the sobriety of my youth, she always used to behave herself. Then in the next stanza, I've indicated terrible and fat. That is degrees of comparison, and the degrees of comparison for terrible becomes more terrible and most terrible. Fat, fatter, and fattest. Then line 15 and hoard, pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. Hoard is to store or collect something. I've indicated the synonyms and the antonyms for you. Synonyms, store, collect, or refuse to throw away. Antonyms, donate, give away, or part with. Now, all people have a difficult time parting with things, so they hoard everything. They hoard papers, clothes, their hobbies, everything that they can lay their hands on, they hoard. Okay, then stanza 4 is the last stanza. I've underlined a few things there, but maybe I ought to practice a little now, so people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple. Now, line 21 sets the tone of the poem. It is wistful, meaning naughty, and mischievous. She knows she cannot practice yet, meaning she's still a young woman, so she has obligations that she just listed. So she is being a little provocative by suggesting that she can start practicing now to prevent people from being too shocked later on. So her obligations would be she must have clothes, she needs to keep them dry, she needs to pay the rent, not swear in the street, and then she needs to set a good example for her children. But she wants to practice for her old age on how to behave. naughty and mischievous. Okay, then people referred to in line 22. People is the society. Society is the aggregate of people living together in a more or less ordered community. The society expects good adult behavior and we conform, meaning we have to do what we are expected to do. To social pressure, to what is expected of good proper behavior. You're not walking around in the streets swearing, and you are not taking your stick and bumping it against public railings. So she needs to behave. Here you have your set of questions. Questions 1 to 6 is based on the poem. You will find all the answers that you need in your textbook and from the notes I have given you. Also, you will have a language section, questions 1, 2, and 3, that has to do with language study. You will do this in your literature book as well for me, please. It's simple. It says give the degrees of comparison for terrible and fat, and then state whether the following are common or proper nouns in context with the poem. So you have warning, woman, hat, pension, brandy, and gloves. You need to tell me if they are common or proper nouns. And then please give an antonym for the word hoard.